Welcome to another year Spaceship video music review. John Andrews is back with his brand new EP, Johnny Was, and this thing really blew me away, guys. John's incredible talent for captivating storytelling really comes through on this record. He just has this utter raw emotion that he wears out there on his sleeve for all of us to see. And this EP just takes you through this narrative where you really feel like you can live within his life experiences. The opening track, Pray, begins with an audio clip of a preacher discussing the idea of hell with a congregation. The preacher starts out pretty calm, explaining that the problem with hell is that once you get there, it's too late. The music then starts to kick in over the top of this preacher with this foot-stomping bluesy rhythm as he just gets more and more amped up.
Hell is a place for a soul to go to. Without Jesus Christ, there is no way out of hell. Baptists go to hell, Methodists go to hell, Presbyterians go to hell, Catholics go to hell. Hell no!
He condemns every single sinner to hell, regardless of their religious background. And I could be looking into this a little bit too much, but I think this is quite a fitting audio clip to use because John Andrews is from Northern Ireland, and religious differences are an extremely sensitive topic there. I think this condemning of every religion at the start of the track is strangely inclusive for people of all walks of life. The track itself is all about John's own struggle with his religion, having been introduced to it as a young boy, but then life experience eventually leading him away from God. It's such a delicate topic to tackle, and I absolutely love what John did on this track. It's also highly relatable, especially if you come from a strict religious background or have lived in Northern Ireland, where this subject is something almost the entire population of that country has been involved in some way. Don't Let Me Fade Away is an extremely emotional and ambient track that lyrically feels like a plea for help. It's someone who is just barely hanging on at rock bottom in the face of utter depression. The variety of instrumentation, not only just on this track, but the entire EP, is really impressive to me. Nothing ever feels overused, and every single cut feels strikingly different in tone. Although records tend to get messy that way, John's own personal style that he puts on every single song just beautifully ties this thing together. There are moments on Don't Let Me Fade Away that could draw comparisons to Matt Bellamy's vocal arrangements on more laid-back Muse songs, and that's just miles away from that jaunty Johnny Cash feel that Pray opened with.
Don't let me fade away.
Wolves has been cited as John's favourite track on the entire EP, and it actually contains some of the best production on the whole record in my opinion. Decky Core features on a haunting reverberated harmonica that plays throughout the track alongside tremolo chord progressions and the heaviest guitar riffs on the entire record. The theme of religion crops up again on this track, and it really stands out as probably the most experimental cut on the whole record.
This song, hellfire and brimstone, you will sin, cast the first stone. Snake slither, alone shiver.
Love Letter was actually the first track to be released off Johnny Was earlier this year, and although it's one of the structurally simpler songs on the record, I personally feel like it holds a whole lot of weight. When I first heard this song, I really enjoyed it, but it wasn't till I found myself singing it days later, despite not really knowing the lyrics properly, that I realized just how catchy the melodies were. The opening line of this track is probably one of the best lines in a song I've heard this year. John sings, "I love you like I love music. You make the hairs on my neck stand." I was lucky enough to have the honor of seeing John Andrews play a really stripped back set a few weeks ago, and he played this song, and when he opened with that line, I really welled up inside. It's funny because that feeling that I felt as he sang those words was the exact feeling that he's trying to convey in this song, and there's just a great circular motion to that.
Love you like I love music, make the hairs on my neck stand, the sticks in the passport, wanna be a better man.
Johnny Was closes out with Lovesick Blues, which I've actually already done a full single review on this channel, so I'm going to link to that below and you can go check out the full review there. It's a stripped back acoustic number that closes out the album and talks about John's time that he spent in prison, which is actually a recurring narrative throughout the record. I honestly can't recommend this EP enough to anyone. Be sure to go and check it out. It is released on the 3rd of August. It feels like something really special to me, and it is one of my favourite releases for 2018. That's all I got for today. Please like, please comment, and please subscribe to the Your Spaceship YouTube channel.